Hi, I'm Brian Guralnick with the Injury Law Offices of Brian D. Guralnick. And one of the early questions that my clients usually ask me when we're sitting down for our first consultation is, how long should it take to settle their personal injury case? Well, that depends on a few factors. One of the first factors is you have to wait until the individual or the client has reached what's known as their maximum medical improvement, which basically means that they're best they're going to be. Because you don't know from the onset, typically you don't, what their injuries are. Did they herniate a disc? Did they tear a meniscus in their knee? Did they tear a rotator cuff in their shoulder? Do they need surgery? Ultimately, if they need surgery, how are they going to recover from that surgery? Are they going to need a second surgery? So basically, once all that is determined and they've plateaued from their recovery, then you can evaluate what those total medical bills are in the past. And you can ask the treating doctors what the future prognosis is for future limitations and medical costs, and then fully evaluate it at that point in time. Typically, that takes somewhere between 5 months and a year. But that's really dependent on the patient and their injury. At that point, an injury lawyer can begin to try to settle the case with the insurance company. If the case settles at that point in time, the case is settled and the case is over. If a settlement is not reached, then a lawyer would have to initiate litigation by filing a lawsuit, and that can take as little as a year to get a case to trial, or if you have a verdict and it's appealed, it can be another year or two on appeal. So there's a variety of factors that are considered in how long it'll take, but typically it would be, say, 6 months if an individual has recovered within that time and the case can settle without filing a lawsuit. And then with a lawsuit, I would say somewhere between a year at the earliest to get it tried, and if the case resolves at trial, that will be about a year from then. And if it goes on appeal, you can add a couple more years from that. But obviously, that's why it's always beneficial to procure a settlement to get the case resolved as quickly and expeditiously as possible. I'm Brian Guralnick with the Injury Law Office of Brian Guralnick, where if you've been in an accident, you deserve to demand more.